Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am back and today I'm going to be continuing my predictions video for SummerSlam 2025. Last time we did the women's division and now we're doing the men's division. If you can't find SummerSlam, it's on Peacock. And we have two tag team matches that are non-title, and we have 5 title matches. So let's begin. Randy Orton and Joey Wolf versus Logan Paul and who? Well, the reason why I'm saying that because the original idea was to have Travis Scott to team up with Logan Paul, but WWE has banned him, and they were about to use Drew McIntyre to tag team with Logan Paul, but he's stuck in the United Kingdom right now because he doesn't have a U.S. passport. No, I'm not joking about that. This is actually happening for real. So Drew McIntyre is out. So who's going to team up with Logan Paul in SummerSlam? That is going to be The Miz. I keep on hearing rumors that The Miz is going to team up with Logan Paul for this match at SummerSlam. The last time we saw The Miz in WWE SmackDown was back in, I want to say, June or May. If I have to guess, probably May. Yeah, May. He teamed up with Carmelo Hayes, but we haven't seen Carmelo Hayes in a while in WWE because he's either injured or they released him. Anyways, who do I think is going to win this match? Easy. Joey Wolf and Randy Orton. Yeah, I already talked about my reasons of why I don't think Logan Paul is a very good wrestler, and I'm not a huge fan of Logan Paul, so yeah. But I am a huge fan of The Miz. I do like The Miz. And I think he's awesome. Even though that sometimes he's a coward. But anyways. Yeah, Randy Orton and Joey Wolf are going to win this match. Now it's time for match number 2. Which is Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus the Bronson Breakers. Which is going to be Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker. This match is a hard one. At one hand, we have Roman Reigns, who just returned 2 weeks ago on Monday Night Raw to help with the Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker that were attacking CM Punk. And on the other hand, we have Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker that are in a tag team with each other right now, and they're already a tag team in Monday Night Raw, so this is going to be a tough one. If I have to choose, I would have to choose Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. Why? Because Roman Reigns is WWE's cash cow, even though that John Cena is about to leave in a few months. And yes, we're going to be talking about that anytime soon, in like a few minutes in this video. But anyways, it kind of makes sense to have Roman Reigns win this match with Jey Uso because, like I said, John Cena is going to be leaving. And he is the only cash cow that WWE has right now because Seth Rollins is injured right now. And CM Punk has a match at SummerSlam, which we're going to be talking about anytime soon, and in like a few minutes. But anyways, Jey Uso and Roman Reigns are going to win this match. Alright, so it's time for our TLC Tag Team Championship match for SmackDown. We have Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy versus the Street Profits versus the Rey Fenix and Andrade versus the Motor City Machine Guns versus who else is having trouble with the Wyatt Six? Oh yeah, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. And am I missing anyone? No? Okay. Anyways, who do I think is going to win this match? To be honest, it's easy. Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy are going to win this match because it's too early to take off the tag team title belts of the Wyatt Six. Plus, they're supposed to be menacing in the WWE. I'm not surprised if Triple H is going to give the titles to the entire stable of the Wyatt Six because he has already done that with the Judgment Day. We have Watson and Whithill as the tag team champions of the women's division. We have JD and Finn Balor as the tag team championships of Monday Night Raw, which is the World Tag Team Champions. And we have Dominic Mysterio, which is the Intercontinental Championship. I'm not surprised if they're going to be going the exact same way with the Wyatt Six, but to be honest, in order to do that, then Mrs. Bliss has to attack Charlotte Flair. And like I said in my last video, that's probably going to happen. So, anyways, as for the other tag teams, if I had to choose who would win the title belts, it would have to be the Motor City Machine Guns. Oh wait, they are in this match. Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that. But to be honest, I remember rooting for Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa when I was on SmackDown Live. Oh yeah, I was on SmackDown, so please make sure to look out for that video in the future. Anyways, but to be honest, yeah, it's too soon to take the title belts off of Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis because, like I said, they're trying to be a major threat with their new stable, which is the Wyatt Six. Do I see Uncle Howdy winning the championship anytime soon? The WWE Championship? Both yes and no, because he is the leader of the Wyatt Six. And it's too soon for him. I can definitely see Eric Rowan going after the United States Championship because he hasn't had a single one in his entire career in the WWE. But, yeah, to be honest, it's too soon to take the titles off of Dexter and Joe Gacy. So, yeah, they're going to retain. And now it's time for our Intercontinental Championship match, which is Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. Dominic's going to win. I don't see AJ winning the Intercontinental Championship in this match because it is too early to take the title belt off of Dominic Mysterio. And to be honest, I'm predicting that they're going to have a rematch with Rey Mysterio in the future. If I had to guess when we're going to see Dominic Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship, I'm pretty sure it's going to happen in next year's WrestleMania. And plus, Dominic Mysterio has been doing well with the Judgment Day. He's been winning lots of matches, even though that some of those matches are in disqualification because of the Judgment Day. But he's been doing as a good job as both an actor and a champion right now. Even though that he's a bad guy, he's still doing a good job by telling everybody that he is injured, even though that he's mostly not injured. But anyways, yeah, Dominic's going to retain. AJ, to be honest, they haven't been using him that much on television. So yeah, that's why I think that AJ is not going to win the Intercontinental Championship. And now it's time for our Steel Cage match, which is going to be Jacob versus Solo Sikoa. Yeah, to be honest, I'm rooting for Solo. It's too soon to take the title belt off of him, and plus, I don't think Triple H wants to do a repeat of what happened back in 2019 and what WWE did with the Monday Night Raw Women's Championship in 2016. Because we know back in 2016 that the Monday Night Raw Women's Championship was playing hot potato with Sasha Banks and Charlotte Flair. Yeah, to be honest, I don't think WWE wants that to happen again. if I have to guess why, is because they want to have a longer champion. And plus, 2019 was a real deal for the United States Championship, in my opinion. I'll be making a video about that in the future. I just don't know when or well. But anyways, yeah, 2019 was a real deal for that title belt. But yeah, so it's gonna win. And plus, it'll be karma for him because Jacob had him molested on SmackDown in San Antonio. And yeah, to be honest, Solo's going to retain the United States Championship. Do I see the MFTs getting involved in this match? Yes. Yes, I do. But I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing the same thing like Retribution and the Nexus did back in 2010 and 2020. And they're probably going to tell the entire cage down. How is that going to work if we're going to put the audience members in danger? I don't know. But I'm also predicting that they're going to break down the entire cage. And we have seen steel cages get destroyed in WWE. And we also have seen the entire arena getting destroyed by having giant superstars launching their entire body weight into the ring and breaking it from time to time. So yeah, anyways, so it's going to retain the United States Championship. And now it's time for our main event of night 1. Oh yeah, this year SummerSlam is going to be a 2-night event, just like WrestleMania. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that in my last video, but whatever. Anyways, our main event, CM Punk versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Yes, I'm aware that Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed are going to interfere in this match. And yes, there might be a possibility of Seth Rollins returning. I don't think that Seth Rollins is going to return in this match because he's still injured. But please, I'm rooting for CM Punk to win the World Heavyweight Championship because it's happening in my 10-year anniversary of having a kidney, and it would be amazing to have him win the World Heavyweight Championship. I met him back when I was in the hospital of dialysis back in 2011, and it had to make sense that he wins the the World Heavyweight Championship in that night. And the last time I saw him when I had my first transplant and he won a title belt, that was back when he competed in Money in the Bank, and I was in surgery during that time. So who knows, will history repeat itself? I have no idea. I don't know. Might be a possibility that Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker will interfere, but might be a possibility of Paul Heyman getting involved as well, probably getting himself injured. But I don't care. CM Punk needs to win this match. So yeah, I'm waiting for CM Punk. And now it's time for our main event. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes in a street fight for the WWE Championship. I have him, I can't speak today, I'm so sorry. I have been hearing rumors about both Cody and John Cena switching roles in that match. Like, Cody's gonna turn heel and John Cena's gonna turn babyface at the end. But no, I'm pretty sure WWE wants to save that in September. Because the reason why I think that John Cena should turn babyface in September is to, it actually makes sense to, become a good guy again and have a redemption arc of him going back to the fans and doing all that stuff. Even though that Cody Rhodes has made a promo on SmackDown a few days ago, saying that he wants to fight the real John Cena that wears the title belt white and always wanting to win with excitement and stuff like that. Even though that he teased the audience saying that he's not going to be in SummerSlam this year, even though that Cody Rhodes has forced his hand both figuratively and literally to be in SummerSlam by signing a contract of WWE to compete in SummerSlam. Anyways,